The snooze button is your enemy. Hi, my name is Nick. I'm here to help you be more productive, build things, learn things, improve things. It's gonna be awesome. I make 2 videos a week. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell button while you're down there. Leave a comment if you have any other ideas for things that you shouldn't do when you're up in the morning. I've come up with 7 of them, so let's jump right into it. Okay, number 1, don't hit the snooze button. So I've got 3 reasons why you shouldn't do this. First thing is that you do not want to wake up having your first action of the day be a failure, right? I don't know if you always think of it like a failure, but sometimes it can really affect your day and how you end up going about your day if you're letting yourself get away with things or just not hitting your goals. Setting your goal at night and then not hitting it the next morning can kind of set your day off on a rough note. The second thing I want to talk about with hitting your snooze button is that it's always going to be easier to get up the first time your alarm goes off versus the second or third or fourth time you decide you want to wake up. Basically, the reason for this is that you get into a sleep cycle and then you end it right when your alarm gets up. And then as soon as you hit that snooze button, you're probably going to fall right back asleep and get into another sleep cycle. And right when you're getting into that sleep cycle is going to be the hardest part when you're waking up, depending on how long your snooze button is set for. But it's always going to be harder waking up the second time or the third time, even though it might feel like it won't be in the moment. Number 2 is don't set your goals too high. It can be really hard if you're following some of these CEO things to get up at 4 in the morning and start working out, and it sets the bar really high for you. And that doesn't really work when it comes to doing something consistently. So if you know your morning routine's gonna suck, it's just gonna make your resistance that much greater when you're trying to actually commit to doing it long term. For me, keeping my goals low and my routine easy has been the best way for me to do it consistently. So doing something easy like waking up, making coffee, just starting a journal is gonna be the best way, or at least has been the best way for me to keep consistent with my morning routine. Number 3, having a long morning routine. Not having a long routine is gonna be just the same idea as that last point, which was it's gonna be really hard to wake up and motivate yourself to do a whole bunch of stuff. Wake up at 4 in the morning or whatever else you're doing. Don't do that. Please do not wake up at 4 in the morning. You'll end up sleep deprived. But I would say a good thing to do right when you're waking up in the morning, something that isn't too hard. It should take about half an hour to an hour, your whole morning routine. So try and fit it within that, depending on if you're working out. But even if you are, you can fit something small into your workout regimen that can just kind of get your blood moving in the morning. Another thing you can do is to build your focus muscle by reading something a little longer rather than just sitting there and scrolling through tweets where your focus is going all over the place. You can kind of focus down and think through something a little more clearly. It'll get your brain moving a little quicker and overall be better for you in the morning. Okay, number 4, don't let social media derail you. It can be really easy to just hop on Twitter or whatever news app or social media in general in the morning just because it's right there. It's on your phone. You just turned off your alarm on your phone. But a lot of times, and especially recently, it's just been straight bad news all the time. So reading that can kind of clog your head up with muddy thoughts and kind of distract you for the rest of the day and prevent you from facing the day clearly. So getting on social media also starts your day off by kind of giving into your first desires, which isn't necessarily what you want to do, especially if you're working towards set habits and goals. Giving into those first desires can be a bad path to go on just at the very first part of your day. And it can also drag on, be just like a whirlpool of consistent content. You're going in there, blink and you've spent an hour and a half on social media and you've wasted the time you won back by waking up early. Number 5 on the list of things that you don't want to have when you wake up early in the morning or in the morning in general is a messy room. Because a lot of times, or for me at least, my room and the state of my room is a very accurate reflection of the state of my mind. So having a clean room can really help, for me at least, clear my head and get me started with the rest of the day. And I think even if it doesn't necessarily reflect extremely accurately of the state of your mind, it can at least enhance your messy thoughts if you have a messy surrounding. So definitely keep a watch out for that. And that's going to be leading into our next point, which is have a nighttime routine. So number 6, not having a nighttime routine. Always have a nighttime routine. You got to get something together. And I really think the day before is a really accurate representation of how the day today is gonna be. Nighttime routines can make getting up in the morning a lot easier, especially say if you're gonna go work out, you pack your bag and stuff the night before. It can be a lot easier if you're just running out the door. I know I did this in high school where I would actually sleep in my workout clothes and I'd have my bag packed by the door, so I'd just jump on, put my shoes on, and be out the door ready to go to the gym. Laying out your clothes at night can also help you with the decision fatigue in the morning. Lowering that helps you just keep that extra little bit of energy, even if it's not a lot. It'll help you move forward with your day and feel a lot more prepared and have a lot more momentum right at the beginning of the day. Same with making a to-do list at night. Making a to-do list makes getting up in the morning 10 times easier because you actually have something that you know you need to do and something that you know you want to do. And even if that's just first thing on the to-do list is make coffee, journal, and then get to work, that's a brilliant way to start your day, and you can just get right into working on what you actually care about, something that contributes to your goals. Okay, and number 7, the last thing you want to do when you wake up in the morning is to wake up at different times. So going to bed and waking up at the same time in the day will actually make it way easier to wake up in the morning. If you go to bed at the same time, it's going to make your body get used to when it should actually decide to shut off and set those sleep cycles in motion, so that once you are actually asleep and you know exactly what time you're gonna wake up, your body can prepare and be ready for when your alarm's gonna go off. And it keeps your circadian rhythm consistent, so your body can actually predict when you're gonna wake up, when you're gonna go to sleep, and have you feeling more rested and ready to take on the day. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell button, and leave a comment if you can think of any other things that you really shouldn't be doing in the morning. I know I have a lot of them that I make sure I don't do, but yeah. Thanks for watching, Tony. I'll see you later.
Oh, dude, no problem.